evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and October is my favorite month of the year.
Mine too.
Yes, I love Halloween. I love fall leaves.
Yes, even though it doesn't quite feel like fall outside.
Yes, not yet. It's coming.
Yes.
It's coming. So there are so many classes for adults this month. I had a very hard time picking, but here we go. So we have Appy Hour for older adults on Monday, October 9th from 10 until 11 a.m. This is a special edition of our Appy Hour, and it's geared specifically towards older adults. You'll learn about what's new, what's trending, and what you just need to have in the world of apps. Rob teaches this class, and it's been very popular. So older adults, if you feel uncomfortable with a bunch of young people, this is the place for you to come and learn about some apps that you can have to share with your grandchildren. And then on Tuesday, October 10th at 7 p.m., Rights and Responsibilities of Gun Owners. This is presented by Kim Stolfer, who is president of the Firearms Owners Against Crime group. And he will be here to discuss hot button issues, including the Castle Doctrine, self-defense, and concealed carry, gun-free zone myths, facts about background checks and gun laws, the Second Amendment, and there'll be a question and answer period at the end of the program. Now, I have a concealed carry permit. I don't carry, but I do have one.
I did not know that.
How
long have you had one?
For a while. I don't know. But my dad was a police officer, so
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, guns were not like you respected it, but I'm not afraid of them. But there are classes. I'm taking a class at Anthony Arms on, breaking down your weapon and putting it back together. And they do a lot of, classes especially for women. Mm-hmm. But this is going to be very popular. So that is Tuesday, October 10th at 7 p.m. And then we have on Thursday, October 10th at 7, Craft and Coffee, where you are going to make this lovely pumpkin out of a paperback book. So you'll recycle an old paperback book into a pumpkin decoration. We will supply the paperback book. We ask that you bring scissors if you're able. We have a limited number of adult. We have tons of kid scissors.
I was going to say, there's just an abundance in but they're not the adult kind.
So this is a basic level craft, and you can just, you do need to register, so we have enough supplies on hand.
I love it for two reasons. I love it because it's so adorable, and what a great addition to your holiday decor at home. But also, it's a great way to use those withdrawn books, because I always feel so guilty, withdrawing books and just, discarding them. This is a great way to recycle.
Yes, and this is Rob. Rob came up with this idea.
I know, impressive, huh?
Very, very. We have a class called Suffrage and Sappho, 75 Years of Wonder Woman. This will be on Thursday, October 19th at 7 p.m., presented by Wayne Wise, who is a comic book writer, an artist, a retailer, and a scholar who lives in Pittsburgh. Wonder Woman first appeared in Sensation Comics in 1942. Since that time, she has been recognized as the foremost female superhero, influencing generations of creators and characters. Join us for a presentation of her history, the background story of her creation, and the ongoing story of her influence both in the comic world and in the real world. So that's Thursday, October 19th. We have an Exploring Google class on Tuesday, October 24th from 10 a.m. till noon. This is an Oasis Connections Academy course. The course will focus on 3 of the most popular Google applications, which is Google Maps, Google Calendar, and Google Drive. And the Oasis Connection Academy classes are based on a curriculum that's research-driven, designed for the needs of adults age 50 and older. Each participant in the class will receive a student handbook to use in class and then to take home afterwards, so you can take notes in it and practice when you get home. This program is very cool. It's Urgent Care versus Emergency Care on Tuesday, October 24th at 7. So they will talk about, this is presented by Alexander Nagel of MedExpress. So you're going to learn when to go to MedExpress or an urgent care facility and when to go to the emergency room. So you'll talk about the different levels of cares and the benefits that each facility are capable of providing. I love MedExpress.
I've used MedExpress quite often.
My doctor is over in Blawnox because I've been going there since I was, 15.
Right, but not necessarily the most convenient location then.
So I go to her for more serious things, but I know I get sinus infections. I have allergy issues. I've gone there for bad poison ivy.
Yeah, thank goodness for MedExpress.
I love it. So if you want to know more about urgent care versus emergency care, come to the class on Tuesday, October 24th at 7. And then one of my favorite programs of the year, and I'm honoring it with my little witch's hat.
Yes, lovely hat.
Our Haunted Hat Tea, which will be Friday, October 27th at 11 a.m. You can experience the spirit of Halloween while enjoying tea and finger sandwiches. We will also have musical entertainment this year, live musical entertainment. I'm not going to say any more, but there will be.
I was just about to ask, so you're leaving it a surprise.
I'm going to leave it a surprise.
Fair enough.
But we ask that participants wear a kooky hat, and we have a tradition that
I like that word, kooky.
Kooky, yeah. That they're homemade. Like people take, like a basic hat and then make these very elaborate.
Yeah, why not?
Some of them are scary, some of them are book-based.
Oh, awesome.
So we do award a prize for the most unusual Halloween hat. We do ask for a donation of $5 just to cover the cost of the food and beverage. It's a lot of fun. It's very popular. So if you haven't already done so, please register and come to our Haunted Hat Tea.
And it's in council chambers as it has
we
been,
do
right?
it in
Not
council
the community
chambers.
center. Okay.
Yeah, no, we were doing. It's not large enough yet that we have to move it, but it's a ton of fun. And also in October, there's a lot of good DVDs coming out. So check this out.
This story, it's about me, my brother, my mom, and the girl who lived next door.
Henry and Peter, they're lucky to have you.
And your father's lucky to have you too.
Stepfather.
I have to tell you something, and it's very important. Christine is in trouble. When someone hurts someone else, we have to make it better. There's only one way to stop it.
Okay, let's do this.
Mom, everything you need is right here. I'll be with you the whole time.
I know what you've done. Henry documented all of it.
Who do you think they're gonna believe?
It can't be left undone. No matter what, don't panic.
I'm not panicking.
We have to make it better.
Listen, I know school sucks.
Peter, you still with us?
Yeah.
I know you want to save the world, but you're not ready yet. You're the Spider-Man.
No, I'm not. I'm not. This is just a costume. This is from the ceiling.
Stay close to the ground and stay out of trouble. Forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
I'm sick of him treating me like a kid all the time.
But you are a kid.
This is my chance to prove myself. Peter, what is going on with you? I'm really sorry. I'm so busy. I'm slammed.
Don't mess with me, because I will kill you and everybody you love.
Years from now, your children will ask you, what did you do in the greatest war? And you can tell them, I fought to protect this world. We created them. But now, we will bring an end to their kind.
No mercy, no peace. This is war. Apes together, strong.
You are impressive. You're smart as hell. You're stronger than we are. But you're taking this all much too personally. So emotional!
inside your phone, where everyone is expected to act one way their whole life.
Aw, snap! Ow.
My name is Gene, and I'm supposed to be a meh. You know, like, meh, who cares? But my problem is, I have more than one emotion.
Check this out. Huh?
Son, please tell me you weren't laughing just now. What if you get sent out on the phone making the wrong face?
Dad, I'll make the right face. Then I would finally fit in.
Sweetie, you're so handsome when you make that face. I think he's ready, Mel.
Meh.
That's our user, Alex.
We have an incoming text. We are go for men.
Who, me?
What's he doing?
He's making the wrong face.
Huh?
What the heck? Welcome to the Loser Lounge, where the emojis who never get used hang out.
What's up, High Five?
I'm an emoji. I've got to have some sort of purpose here.
I'm gonna help you. We need to get off the phone and find the source code.
Then I can fit in.
Let's roll! Bye, Felicia.
I think you're pretty cool just the way you are.
Nobody leaves the phone! Delete them!
My feelings are huge. Maybe I'm meant to have more than just one emotion.
Okay, son.
So I don't know why, but I want to see that War for the Planet of the Apes.
That's good.
I have an obsession with talking apes. I don't know. I mean, I think the
Along with your
concept
obsession of bears.
No,
you
I'm
also
terrified.
you have a fear.
I have a fear of bears.
I just read on Facebook, one of my friends who lives in Mount Lebanon was on her bike trail, or she was walking a path, I don't know where, but somewhere in Mount Lebanon, and she saw a young bear, which means
goodness,
it's
a
a cub.
somewhere.
The mama is somewhere close. Yeah.
Terrified.
You would be terrified, as would I.
Terrified. So what's going on over in youth services?
A lot. We have a busy October as well. I feel like fall is flying. We've had a lot of programs already that have been a great success. Now that school's in full swing, we know kids are, busier than usual, but we do hope that you'll still find the time to stop in and visit the library. We have some programs that still have room for registrations. For our preschool friends, we have a sensory story time Mondays this month at 9:30 and 10:30. So there's about 10 spaces available in the 9:30, and there's still all 15 spaces available in that 10:30. So even though this is tailored for kids that have more of a sensory or auditory issue, all are welcome to sign up. So it differs a little bit from our regular story times in that it's much slower paced, and it runs on a very strict schedule because a lot of times kids like to know exactly what to expect, right? So we put up what we're doing, take it down one at a time. So there's a schedule to it. And it's very hands-on. There's a lot of hands-on opportunities. As with all of our story times, though, it's very interactive, and parent or caregiver participation is expected. So if you are free Monday mornings this month, stop on over for Sensory Story Time. We do ask that you register, and you can now do that online through Event Keeper. In the elementary age category, there's still room left in bees and pollination. And how fascinating bees are. I was just going to say that. Like, we all find bees annoying. I hate when bees are around me, right? A lot of times, especially if you're allergic, you have a fear of bees. But without bees,
we would have no food.
No bees, no food. That's right.
Right. And did you know, I just recently found out that honey never goes bad.
I think I did know that.
Isn't that interesting?
I've been using honey more and more, like not just in my tea. I love to put honey on my apple slices.
Ooh.
Instead of peanut butter or caramel dip, just try some honey.
Okay.
Yeah, but bees are very fascinating. So this is being presented by Phipps Conservatory, and kids will learn about pollination, bee anatomy, life cycle, as well as their habitats, all through fun interactive games. It's for first through fourth graders. Now for our third and fourth graders only, we have a Warriors Party coming up on Tuesday, October 24th, at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in this series by Erin Hunter, and it's a long series, it's that cat series that you probably should read because you would love. This is her book, The New Prophecy, Midnight. You want to read that beforehand and then come to the library prepared to answer trivia questions on the book, make a craft, and play some fun games. finally, for students in grades 2 through 4, we have 3 spots left in our Mummy Madness.
I just saw this on our calendar today.
So this is going to be fun because Miss Sarah's going to teach you about ancient Egypt, and you'll have a chance to dig into pyramids. I'm not sure exactly what that means, what she has planned, but you're going to adorn yourselves in some ancient art, and you'll get to participate in a fun mummy wrapping activity. So
that sounds like fun.
A lot of fun. 3 spots left. Register if you're interested.
I'll have to tell her I have some great photos of the pyramids from when
She would love to borrow those, I'm sure.
I
forgot that you got to visit Egypt.
I went to Egypt,
forgot about that.
It was fabulous.
That was probably a trip of a lifetime.
It was. Absolutely. I'm glad I went when I did. Now I'm
right.
The thought of sitting on a plane for 12 hours
right.
just doesn't appeal anymore.
Not very, yeah. Well, for all the tweens and teens out there, you don't want to miss geocaching on Saturday, October 14th at 2 o'clock. This is being presented by Venture Outdoors. They're going to talk to you about and teach you about this awesome adventure experience. You said you've geocached before.
I've geocached.
I never have, but I think it sounds like a lot of fun.
It's treasure hunting with
basically, GPS, right?
Yes.
You're using your phone or device, whatever, to find these different points, and it's a scavenger hunt. It's going to take place outside. There's different ones throughout the city of Pittsburgh. They're coming to create one here at Bethel Park. So super exciting. Still some spaces left, like I said. And then the following Saturday on the 21st, there's still room for Team Adventure Hike. This is being presented through Allegheny County Department of Parks. So we're going to meet over in South Park, and then a park ranger is going to lead us on a hike / scavenger hunt of sorts. And there's a prize for the team who finishes.
I love a good scavenger hunt.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have this beautiful weather, even if it's a little bit cooler. We were just saying how we love fall weather. Yeah. Great time for a hike. So that's for kids grades 5 and up. When you register, we'll give you more details. We are going to meet at South Park. It's not being held at the library, and we're not going to meet here at the library. So a lot of good things to look forward to this fall, this October. A lot of things to see as well. We decorated our department upstairs. We always like to get into the holiday spirit, and we've decorated for Halloween. We'll be painting our pumpkins this week. We always look very forward to painting a pumpkin to be a book character. And last year it was all PBS characters because we have this partnership with WQED, being an Inquire Within library. This year we're just going to do any book character, right? And there's some fine ideas. People have already started making, writing theirs down on the list upstairs. So I'm still deciding. I have 3 choices.
Oh, you're going to narrow that down. This is all.
I did narrow it down from like 8 choices.
They're all decorated by staff, and then the kids get a chance to.
And then we ask the patrons to vote for their favorite by putting pennies or any spare change into the pumpkin's jar, because they'll each have a jar next to it. And then we use the monies for future programming. So it's a lot of fun. And then we raffle those pumpkins off at our annual Halloween party. That event this year is scheduled for Saturday, October 28th. So, and then a lot of great things to see outside as well. Because our garden is still in full bloom, thanks to my Little Sprout friends who helped water it this month. Shout out to them. We're going to be offering more gardening programs this spring, and hopefully we'll be able to add some fruits and vegetables to our garden as well.
Yeah, next spring.
Up next, I have a great story that ties in so well with our new library courtyard garden. This past summer, as part of our Let's Build a Story, Haley Inglis wrote a nonfiction piece about flowers and how flowers are very much like humans.
Interesting.
Right? So we're going to watch this story written by Haley and brought to life by our Stories Alive group. Story Alive actors in this piece are Marisol Casanova, Freya Blatz, and Caitlin Cross. So here it is. Enjoy Haley's story.
This story has been written by Haley Inglis. This story is called All Flowers Like You.
You might not think flowers are like you, but they are. They need water, they need air, just like you. Some flowers are not real and they do not need water and air to live. Some flowers, like cactus, mushrooms, and tulips, they are bad. Maybe they dance. They blow in the wind. Trees have flowers too. that great? We had so much fun this summer with the writing group and then with the Stories Alive group, the kids who brought those stories to life. So we will continue to air a couple of these each month. We're still taping. It's a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun.
It seems like it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed that piece, and you'll have to look forward to another one on next month's show.
We have a couple fundraisers coming up, too, for the library. We have an evening of spirit messages on Thursday, October 19th from 7 to 9 p.m., where you'll join Reverend Dr. Debbie Packler for an evening of mediumship and psychic messages delivered with love, laughter, and dignity. This will be held at the community center in the auditorium. Tickets are $25. And then just a sneak peek, on Thursday, November 30th at 7 p.m., Elaine and I will be hosting the Adult Battle of the Books. So join us for a book-based trivia showdown for adults 18 and older. All you have to do is form a team of 3 to 5 players, read the 5 books selected, which have the theme of dysfunctional families, and then let the battle begin. It's $50 per team, and light snacks and soft drinks will be provided. This will also be held at the community center in the auditorium. We will be issuing a prize for the best decorated team/table. And we're really looking I'm so excited about this.
I'm very excited as well.
And just one announcement, the library will close at 5 p.m. on Halloween, Tuesday, October 31st. We just aren't busy that night. It gives our staff a chance to go home and either trick or treat with their children or to see all the trick-or-treaters come to their house. So we will be closing at 5. That is all.
All right. So as always, if you have any questions or comments or concerns on any of the things that we talked about on today's show, reach out to us by...
Well, you could visit our website.
Give us a call.
Or come on in and visit us. We'll leave you today with another 1-minute book recommendation. Hey, it's Christine with another 1-minute book recommendation. Today I'd like to talk about the book Habibi, written by Craig Thompson, published in 2011. This is a fairy tale about 2 escaped child slaves, and it's set in like an Arabian Nights environment of deserts and harems. It's a magical example of storytelling. I was very hesitant to read this book because it's in a graphic novel format, which is not my favorite at all. But I could not put this book down. It tackles themes of romantic and familial love, our relationship to the natural world, the connection between Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, the cultural divide between first and third world countries, and also sexual trauma. They're very heavy themes indeed, but they're handled beautifully with empathy and humanity. The book itself is beautiful. It has a faux leather cover and gold inlaid the title and the author and the illustration. It looks like an ancient tome. It's very thick, but I can't say enough good about this book. The drawings, the ink is very mesmerizing, symmetrical. It really adds to the story. I cannot recommend this book highly enough. Please come by the library, pick up a copy of Habibi, and enjoy it for yourself.